Isn't that what a tantrum is? A tantrum is just, I want something, and they think if they cause enough stink that they'll get what they want. True? Come on, I'm not lying. And so when you have an infant that's only a few hours old and they start crying, what are they trying to say? One of two things. One end or the other. That's what they're trying to tell you. They're either hungry or they've already been hungry. Right? Okay? But that's what they don't know any other way to communicate. So they're saying, I have a need over here. Pay attention to me. That's what they're trying to do. And those same things, they don't go away when we become adults. Well, hopefully we're not throwing the tantrums by then. Hopefully. Yeah. Why are all the wives going? Are you listening? Philippians 4:9 says this: my God will supply all your wants. Oh, all your needs. Oh, I'm sorry, I misread that. According to what, though? His riches in Christ, not by what we want. He's not going to meet my wants. He's not obligated to meet my wants. But if Paul, inspired by the Holy Spirit, writes this, that God can meet my needs, then obviously he knows that he made us to be needy people. And we are needy people. We need lots of stuff. And some of it we get from God, but some of it we get from other people as well. See, it's hard for you and I to commit to being intimate when we have physical needs pressing. Okay? The guy that's in the foxhole isn't really concerned about his self-esteem. Okay? He's not interested in being connected. He's interested in survival. And when we have basic needs that are being unmet, it's hard for us to be able to focus on building relationships to where we can be intimate with people and with our friends or our spouse. Such as, some of these intimacy needs, they start as children. Okay? And we grow up with these needs being unmet. This is why it's a big deal when a child grows up and they don't have a mother or father around. Maybe mom left or maybe dad left. And it's a big deal. And that creates a vacuum and a void. And they will forever look for ways to fill that in. Maybe you grew up in a home where you're too fat, too slow, too stupid. Why can't you be like your brother? Okay? And those create wounds. And those wounds are needs that have to be met. And if they're not met, you continue to look to meet those needs throughout your life. It doesn't stop when all of a sudden you become 18 or all of a sudden you say, I do. All of a sudden now you're just trying to meet them in different ways. For some of us, the whole why can't you be like your brother type thing, you find these people that are overachievers. Go to school, got this degree, got that doctorate, got this, got that. They're killing the business world, they're doing great. You ask them, what's the whole point? Because I'm just trying to keep my dad off my back. And that's all I'm trying to do. You know? And so there's a need there. And that's what drives their behaviors, is because they have an unmet need. What many of us fail to realize is that the childhood needs show up when you get married. Okay? Those of you that are young and not married yet, please listen to this. The same needs of a 4-year-old can show up in a 24-year-old or a 44-year-old. And they might still act like the 4-year-old. But the point is, the need is the same. The need is for attention or approval or acceptance, or to be respected or to be trusted. Those needs can exist for a long, long time, and they don't go away with age. And they can last throughout your life because the needs will stay the same. Here's the thing. You and I, we get married, and we have this grandiose idea that we're going to receive all the things that we're looking for. We got this idea that I'm going to marry this person, they're going to make me feel good. And the hard truth is, those of you that are single, again, please listen, being married is completely different than dating. Okay? Because when you're dating, people will go along with and compromise with, and they'll do, and it doesn't necessarily mean that's the same person going to walk into your apartment the day after you get married. Okay? The point I'm trying to make is that the needs continue. They don't just go away. All of a sudden you have somebody that's trying to earn the approval of the adults at their home as children, and now they're in a marriage situation. What are they looking for? They're looking for approval. Way to go. You tried. Nice. Go. I see what you did around here. The need is the same, even though the circumstance is different. Every person walks into a relationship carrying baggage. Everybody. Doesn't matter if it's a friendship. Doesn't matter if it's at work. Doesn't matter if it's your neighbor. Doesn't matter if you're getting married. Everybody's got their own set of baggage. If you don't have baggage, God bless you. But we all got baggage. Everybody carries baggage. And sometimes the baggage looks like good things, but in time, it shows itself to be something else. See, what we least realize is that when we experience hurts as a child, is that when these same things go unmet in our marriages, it hurts twice. It hurts again. Because we're really looking for or expecting this person to minister to us, is the right word, is to care for us in such a way that we would have these needs met. And that's one of the reasons why we get married, is so that our needs can be fulfilled, not just our wants. But here's the danger. The opposite is true. When needs are met, marriage is great. Okay? And those are the people that you see that just can't wait to be together, and they love being together, and they seem to be fulfilled. And it's because they're not aware of just what they want. They're aware of the things that their spouse needs. And they do what they can to meet their needs. And gentlemen, last week, I encouraged you strongly that one of the things we have to do is submit to the intimacy needs of our wives. They need us to be intimate. They need us to do that. And we have to submit to that need to create intimacy most often in our relationships. I did this really well last night. Okay? I was working on my computer. My wife came up and said something. I said, "Don't talk to me right now. I'm in a creative moment." She went away. Don't do what I do. Do what I say. And I didn't think, it was there. It's like, why? Okay, we have to submit to that need. It's that important. It's also, we got to realize that for you and I, that when we ignore our needs, that's danger too. We can't just ignore and say, well, I don't really need that, or I'm not really paying attention to that, or that's not a concern to me. You can't deny it, you can't ignore it. Because if we do either one of those, it's really, really dangerous. And the reason is because we respond differently in each one. If we exalt our own needs or if we ignore them, either way it's going to cause problems in the relationship. Here's why. Because when you exalt your own personal need, you become selfish. And every relationship you get into, whether it's friends at school, people that you hang with, the question that you're always asking yourself is, what's in this for me? Who are they? What do they bring to the table? Okay? You're saying my needs are more important. What I want is more important. That's a dangerous place to be because no relationship can survive either person being selfish. And so what everything is based on is, how is this person going to make me feel good? How is this person going to help me out? How is this person going to help my career? How is this person going to become somebody that will lead me to somebody that will lead me to somebody that will make a sale? Okay? Those are dangerous, dangerous paths to get into in a relationship because it will always be very shallow. However, if you deny your personal need, that's also dangerous because of this reason. Because you don't think you need anybody else's help. Control may be more important to you than being intimate or being caring. And even more than that, maybe it's the outward appearance is more of concern to you. And so you think that somehow walking around and pretending to be Christ-like, so to speak, on the outside, is more important than becoming intimate with your spouse or your friends. And that's not reality. You can't exalt your own needs and you can't deny your own needs because they exist. You've got to find a balance in there. Make it work. So what happens if you don't know what you need? Now, I want you to watch this because this is pretty cool. What happens if you don't know what you need? In fact, if I walked up and you said, tell me the 5 top things that you need in your relationship, could you list 5 things? I need this, I need honesty, I need dependability, I need faithfulness, I need affection, I need approval. Could you do that? If you could list the things. Here's what happens. If you don't know what you need, you end up looking at everybody else's behavior. You start making a list of the things that they don't do or that they do. Because now you're talking about what they're doing instead of what you're needing. With a focus, when you don't know what you're after, if you don't know what you need, then what you'll end up doing is criticizing the other person's behavior. You didn't do this, and this, and you did this, and this. Well, okay, but what were you after? What was the need? Why did those things bother you? This works in every relationship. If you start making the pros and cons list, I'm telling you, your pros and cons list is your wants. It's not a list of the things that you need. And we start teaching, we start going after these things of behaviors and tendencies and personality traits and habits and family and and that's never addressing the fact that we are people that are in need. For example, look at this little fancy quote.